The National League Baseball Los Angeles Dodgers looking to win one at home. With Kruk and Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Hi, everybody. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. And they have come to support their team in big-time numbers, 56,000 on hand. Now let's take a look at our starting pitcher for Los Angeles. So, Steve, what does he hope he has in store for these San Diego hitters?
Well, the scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down in the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
Right now, we've got a moment to look at the lineup for the Padres.
That's a prodigious lineup right here. Names that everybody recognizes. A lot of threats in this lineup and no breaks for the opposing pitcher.
In the batter's box, Tatis, as we get ready for the first pitch.
Right fielder, number 23, Fernando Tatis.
Low for ball one. Strike 1-0 on the way. And he looks at a curveball then there, 1-1. There's a strike, bottom half of the zone, 1-2 now.
Now 1-2 is a pitcher's count, so there's no reason to give him a good pitch to hit right here.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1-0.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
We'll take a quick look at the Dodgers and see what they look like defensively.
Well, within their division, it's the highest ranked defensive team. They make the plays, and it really is one of the things that distinguishes them from the rest of the competition.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field as he retreats back for it and gets the out.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Machado at the plate. Here's one hit very well deep. And Taylor puts that away to retire the side. In. Our starting pitcher for San Diego. Here's a look. Steve, let's try and go inside his mind. What's he thinking about against these Dodgers?
Well, a tough matchup for this right-hander on the mound against this lineup. So he's going to have to really overachieve a bit today and really execute his pitches and elevate the level of his performance to be successful.
This one swung on and driven hard. They take care of that one. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Dodgers. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, Freddie Freeman came right into the league and became an immediate impact hitter. Not many rookies can come in and do the things he did.
A swing line to left center. And that's going to be the first hit for the Dodgers. And he's in at second with a double, 1-0.
Well, this pitch right here catches way too much of the plate, and he absolutely demolishes it. Let's see what they want to do here with 1 out and a base open.
Hey, he's trying to steal third. Oh! He is safe at third.
Now he got a huge lead off second base here, and that was the key. Got in easily.
Even the third baseman knew that that was going to be a stolen base before the pitch was thrown. Misses below the knees, ball 2.
Well, this Padres-Dodgers series always important in the pennant race. And in 2011, the Dodgers significantly had the upper hand, winning 13 out of 18.
That one goes foul. And Steve, in that series, Padres-Dodgers, it just seemed as though the Dodgers always found a way to shut that Padres offense completely down. John, they did that.
Well, that was definitely the case. The Padres only averaged a little over 2 runs a game over the course of the season series, and LA shut them out 5 times.
It's fouled off. This one's bounced up the middle. Number 2. And there's one. Take this chance to check out the Padres and their defense.
Defensively, as a unit, they need to do all the basics. Make the routine plays. Don't allow them to get extra bases.
Third baseman up. And Steve, they've got the edge right now. They're getting some big runs at an important hit in the air to center field. And that should be a single.
Now batting for the Los Angeles Dodgers, second base, number 13.
Their second baseman in the box now. The pitch, a swing and a fly ball to left center field, and it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. He's on his way to the plate. The throw, and he will score. Great base run.
Now pitcher making a mistake right here, leaving it right over the heart of the plate. He squares it up, drives it, good contact at the plate to drive in a run.
Most of those kind of pitches are going to get hit. That's an RBI knock. And it's Smith batting. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
A nice approach at the plate so far from this offense, and they came out of the gates early, determined to get up on the board.
And they've asked for a timeout here, and the pitching coach is on his way out to the mound.
Well, they've got to be considering a change right here. Time for a little heart-to-heart and get a sense of where this pitcher is.
Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Hit in the air to left center. That'll do it as they put that one away. And so we get our first 2 runs in the first. Offense getting going early. LA's out in front, 2-0. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets, a little chilly. And the cleanup man stands in. And it's fouled away. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's one away.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
In there, their first baseman.
Well, the Dodgers' play against the NL West counterparts was a lot like their season. They were struggling a little bit early, but the second half of the season, it got better.
And he can't catch up with that one. 0-1. Evidencing what Steve was talking about. The Dodgers 10 games under 500 in the division before the All-Star break, 13 over after it, John.
Yeah, for them to have been 37-51 in July and finish the season 82-79, the Dodgers had to have been encouraged going into the offseason.
Swing and a hot shot. Yeah, that caught him. He did not avoid it. On to first, 2 away. You talk about a friend in need. They team up and get the out. Wow. And in the batter's box, Severino. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, I have to go out of the strike zone here on the 0-1 count. He tends to be very aggressive here. See if you can't get him to chase.
Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1.
Gary, he's unusually aggressive when the count goes to 1-1, figuring he's going to try to get that pitch over the plate, and I'm going to swing.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And it's in there. San Diego's first hit of the game. He's going to try and test him here.
Well, with that big 2-out hit right there in this inning, you know the managers in there telling him, let's not let him breathe. Let's not let him get that 3rd out. Let's score before this inning's over.
Number 7 man at the plate. Lays off that one inside. Ball 1.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
Ready with a 1-0. That one's hit to the right. Way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. The 1-1. And he swings and hits this one foul. Foul! That misses the strike zone away to even things at 2. Really nailed that one right through the middle of the infield. Throws in time to first. What a play. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. The Dodgers maintaining their advantage. It's going to be Taylor. He'll get things started here in the home half of the 2nd. That catches the outer part of the plate for a strike. It's fouled away. He sends this one in the air towards center. And he puts that one away. 1 down.
Left fielder, number 6.
And the left fielder in.
Well, the road, a very tough place for the Padres last year. They got swept 5 different series, and they at one point lost 10 road games in a row.
That looks like a single. Padres, of course, play in a huge ballpark, Petco Park at home. A team that has to be designed for a big park like that. Maybe, John, that's the reason they don't play so well in smaller ballparks. And he lays one down here. Over to second for 1. And they turn the double play. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. The Dodgers 2. San Diego nothing.
For the San Diego
Number 8 spot in the lineup. He'll start things off here in the 3rd inning. Hit up the middle. He stops at first. It'll be a single.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
Musser at the plate. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Picked by Smith. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away.
You have to be willing to do things for the team. That's what he does right there. Getting a quality sac bunt down. Getting a runner in scoring position. And getting praise from his teammates.
And in the batter's box, Tatis. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. Hit that one right back up the middle. Throws to first, side is retired. They pick up no runs on a hit. And it rolls around to the top again. He'll get us going here in the home half of the 3rd. Swinging a drive deep left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. He's heading for 3rd. And the throw. No play at 3rd base. He gets in there with time to spare. Nice job on this. Hits the dirt. Gets a triple.
A close one right there, Gary. Split second later, and he's out. No hesitation at all. He goes straight in. He's in there.
He doesn't know where that throw is coming from when he's doing that, so he's just hoping he's ahead of it. Swinging a shot to 3rd. Throw is there, and he is out.
Number 5.
And the first baseman in. 0 for 1 thus far. Men on third with one away. First pitch is a changeup, looked at 0-1.
The key to hitting the changeup, if you commit early, you have to keep your hands back. His hands went with the body. He couldn't swing.
0-1 is a sinker in there, called strike.
Tough spot for the hitter, down 0-2. You got to protect right now.
Fastball got him 2 down.
K-Cam's going to show us the four-seam fastball here.
Well, this is a pitch right there that you just have to take a bigger hack at right there. He just swung through it. Batting is all about rhythm. He appeared to be off right there.
John, he did. He had the timing of the hitter completely off. Starts him out with a sinker for a strike. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And that's out number 3. They get a man to third, but can't bring him home. Machado up now. Flew out last time.
13. Manny Machado.
Now the first pitch. Passes up a ball this time and swings for a strike that's in the dirt. Here's the pitch. Number 9. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning. Their shortstop in the box. He flew out his last time up. Here's the delivery. Line drive.
For the San Diego Padres, first baseman, number 9.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. First pitch to him, a curveball. Swung on and missed 0-1.
Again, we're into the 4th inning right now, and as you start to flip the lineup over again, they've only gotten 2 hits, so they're going to have to really evaluate what they should be looking for at the plate, and maybe they need to be a little bit more patient and make them work.
Big breaker gets by. Count goes to 1-2. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
Well, the lefty's successful today, and you take a look at what's happening. A lot of ground ball outs. That's what's happening.
Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. And they're held in check here in this half inning. No runs yet for San Diego. Up now, their second baseman. He'll lead off the 4th for the home team. And starts him out here. Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1.
Was a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
The pitch. Hard grounded to short, and it gets through. Great swing today. Now 2 hits. That'll bring up Gerald Laird.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like there's a ground ball. He's up with it. That's one out. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play. Not quite enough time to get him. It's going to be Taylor. Flew out last time. First pitch to him. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. 1 and 2. A double play. Boy, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. We're through 4 here at Dodger Stadium. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And in the batter's box, Severino. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
You throw strike 1, you get out.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. No problem with that one.
Gary, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
And the number 7 batter in the box. 0 for 1 thus far. He deals. He waved at that breaker and misses, and an 0-1 count.
But Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
He's wishing he laid off that one. A strike on a pitch in the dirt. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Trying to get him to bite, but he lays off outside. 1-2. And you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
And mixing up your pitches, to me, he's throwing way too many changeup. He's become reliant on it.
You know, one of the things I've been noticing, he has not been throwing the slider as much as we're used to seeing it, and it could be a tremendous weapon for him. We'll see if he leans on it more heavily later in the game, because he needs to find some outs.
Slider swung on and missed. 2 down.
Oh, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
In the box, their rookie second baseman. And you got to love the young talent in his rookie year. And here's the first one. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there. He just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
Here it comes. Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2. Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
Pretty impressive stuff, the way he's been
hit in the air to left center. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. It's the kind of inning the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. Dodgers not letting this lead go. Another chance for the leadoff hitter coming up. And the number 8 spot rolls around. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the 5th. Takes that one low and outside. 0-1.
Well, that's textbook use of the sinker. Down and away, pounding the strike zone. Good pitch.
Hit in the air to center field. He dives and an acrobatic catch. What a play. An acrobatic diving catch denies an extra base hit.
Well, he got a great jump on that, and he took exactly the angle necessary to make the play.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And in there, base hit. Opposing pitcher, that is tough to take when you're on the mound.
Gary may have surprised himself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
And the right fielder batting again. He tripled his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. The run scores.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice short compact swing.
Number 2 spot in the lineup. Oh, he's going to try to steal third. Oh, trying to steal third. There's a catcher who's got to really work at getting that out.
Well, a changeup on that pitch. It takes a little longer to get there, so you have to speed up your release from behind the plate and make the accurate throw. Everything came together.
Great balance behind the plate. Headed for the middle, and he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. That's going to bring up Freddie Freeman.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
Struck out swinging last time. Number 30 will be their new pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings. You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close. If he gets
hit hard on the ground towards third, and he cannot cut it off. And this rolls all the way to the wall. Around third, he's going to try for it. There's the throw, and he gets there all the way from first.
Number 9.
Steve, sometimes that pitch down the middle you want to drive. He chose to take it the other way.
Oh, good piece of hitting. You don't have to always pull that ball. You think up the middle at first and then adjust accordingly. Outstanding adjustment.
Gonna try to make it home here. Tagged it home, and he is out of there. So they strike for 5 base hits in the inning and a couple of runs. Dodgers up 4. And their rookie pitcher in the box. Puffer will be the pinch hitter.
Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
He delivers. Number 13. Throw on to first in time. One away.
He's got everything working for him right now. Every pitch he's throwing for a strike. That's 9 in a row that he's set down.
And in the batter's box, Tatis, ground out victim last time through. The first pitch hit hard on the ground to short. Out on to first. That's out number 2.
He's retired 10 in a row. The hitters are completely overmatched right now. He's got it all going on.
In the box again, their left fielder grounded out his last time up. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
They need more offense right now, Gary. I mean, only leaving 2 runners on base. We're moving through the middle part of this game, heading into the later part of the game. I mean, they need to give themselves some opportunities to score runs. Patience at the plate. Get somebody on.
Line shot into center field. Makes its way through for a single. He's going to try to stretch it. Pitcher's count. Hitter's pitch.
That's an 0-2 count. A little too aggressive on the pitcher's part coming into the strike zone. Good piece of hitting.
Machado at the plate now. 0 for 2 thus far. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. That's one of those pitches you throw it out there and you hope the hitter chases it. He laid off, though. Now it's a battle.
Swings and grounds this one foul wide of third. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Well, climbing the ladder with that 4-seam fastball, trying to get the hitter to elevate his eyes. He gets the strike on it, and the hitter doesn't pull the trigger.
You're out. Struck him out, and with that, here in the 6th inning, it's over. The shutout's on. And Steve, you can just tell by looking at it, he's thinking about it.
Gary, he's bringing it today.
And again, that's 6 shutout innings so far. The shutout continuing here at Dodger Stadium. Middle of the lineup, due up. Weathers gets called on to take over the mound duties. The Padres turning to a reliever here.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings.
Towards center field. One away.
Number 16, Will Smith.
And it's Smith batting. 0 for 5 lifetime off the Padres. The pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
And it's 0-2 now. Gerald Laird in a swing situation here. Line drive fouled off towards first. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Gerald Laird.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
It's going to be Taylor. He'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. Here's the first pitch. Up the middle. Oh, and he caught it. What a play. A shot right back at him.
Pitchers are taught.
Now up to the plate.
Cleanup man in the box again. He'll lead off the 7th.
Number 2.
Fastball swung out and missed. 0-1.
Tough to score with only 3 hits in a ball game, and we're deep into this one right now. So unless something dramatically changes, he's just going to shut them down the rest of the way. He's been overpowered.
This one's hit pretty well to right, but it's going to be out of play. Strikes him out. We have said it more than once today, but he continues to look extremely sharp, Steve.
He's so locked in. You wonder how long he can keep it going. I haven't seen anybody pitch like this in a long time.
At the plate, their rookie first baseman. Now, so much has been working for this man on the mound today. Effective using the pitches that are outside the strike zone. He has been fooling hitters.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability. That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, it makes it so difficult.
Here's the pitch. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen. Here's the pitch. Rings him up. Man, he has just mastered this offense in this ball game, and no signs he's letting up.
Well, he's been sharp all game long, but you just hope going through the order for the 3rd time and the 4th time, guys don't start picking up on the tendency.
And in the batter's box, Severino. 1 for 2 in the ball game. And the first pitch hit hard to second. Number 13. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And the number 8 spot rolls around. Last time up, no out. And it goes foul. On the way. Swing and a miss, and a ball off the inner edge. 0-2.
Well, the last thing you want to do when you're throwing a slider is to leave it out over the plate. This pitch was in an excellent location, in on the hitter's hands.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch. 1 down. And their pitcher up again. And the first pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1. And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Sinker swung on, miss. That's out number 2.
He threw the sinker ball out of the zone and got the hitter to chase it for a strikeout. You need better plate discipline than that.
And it rolls around to the top again. Double homer run in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. Clobbers this ball. A soaring drive deep left center field. Held it goodbye. And the lead grows to 5. A solo home run. That'll make him grand slam proof the rest of the way.
Extending the lead. No mercy from Los Angeles. Dodgers keep piling on right.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. He's thinking 3 here. There's the throw. And he is safe at third ahead of that play. This one was all about speed as he went diving into the bag.
Well, he goes diving into the bag, and I'm not sure whether he meant to do it or he was just out of gas and it was a lunge to get in safely.
Number 3 slot up again here. He doubled at his last appearance. And they're going to take a timeout here. They're going to have a little meeting at the mound.
Well, they're going to give him a little bit of time in the bullpen to try to get themselves ready in case they need to make a move.
Flied to right. It's in there. Los Angeles should score. Late throw. He's on at first.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
In the box, their third baseman. Now we've seen this club's offense, and I think we're going to see some more. They're running away with it, Steve.
Now, Gary, as you can see, this offense just keeps on rolling, keeps on producing. Why don't you keep on rolling, Gary?
And in this game, there's no such thing as piling on. You want to carry over. If you're hot now, keep it going. On the ground to short. Number 2. Throw over to second base. A force to retire the side. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. Dodgers just dominating. They're in control right now. Just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Krunk, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Now there's center fielder at the plate. He's going to get us started. 8th inning. Number 12 will grab a bat and hit here.
Well, you can't blame the manager here, playing the percentages, bringing in the right-handed hitter against this lefty pitcher. Let's see if it pays off.
That ends up foul. A shot up the middle. Number 13. In time for the out.
A masterful performance out there today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going. And I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an outstanding effort.
Up now, their second baseman. He flew out his last time up. Now the first pitch. And it's fouled off. Pitch on the way. That one hit pretty well, but it goes foul off to the right. And that's another foul ball.
Well, even though you're in the defensive mode like this batter is, there's still no guarantee you're not going to strike out. 0-2 count, very difficult not to strike out, but he's doing everything he can. He took that low pitch to foul it off. Let's see what happens here.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch. Well, whatever the setup was that he wanted, he got it, and he was off balance at the plate.
Well, a great sequence of pitches right there to keep the batter off balance, and a great approach by the pitcher.
And it's Weathers batting. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one.
Now, Gary, it's tough to score when you only get 3 hits. We're deep into this ball game, and they have just not been able to mount any pressure against him today.
Here's the delivery. Waves at that fastball in the hole now. 0-2. It's fouled off. He sends this one in the air towards center. And it drops in for a base hit. He's going to try and test him here.
Well, you know what? I've seen better swings in a park, but the pitcher able to pick up a base hit right there. And, hey, nothing like helping yourself.
And in the batter's box, Tatis grounded out last time. Swung on and missed. Strike one.
You got the hitter down in a hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
This one's grounded near third. Foul. Swing and a shot to third. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Probably thinking about the... Up again now, the number 5 spot. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
That's a huge swing right there. He was looking for a fastball, but just couldn't quite catch up to it. Great pitch.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. He's in there at second base, still no one away.
Number 16,
We're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
And it's Smith batting. Number 74 will be called on to pitch. The Padres turning to a reliever here. The 1-0 now. And he looks at a fastball in there. 1-1.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Call fastball. Now the count 1-2.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
You're out. Swing and a miss on the sinker. 1 away.
Well, and the sad thing is the runner on second base had nowhere to go as he rings up the batter on 4 pitches.
Obviously, John, pitcher decided I'm going to worry about the hitter here and get him out of there.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can strand the runner again with some more great pitching.
It's going to be Taylor, lined out in his last at bat. And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
Well, his offense is the juggernaut today, and they've scored a bundle of runs. And obviously, they continue to put the pressure on. And let's see if they're up to the pressure, because they've got to score some runs now.
Sinker swung on, missed. That's out number 2.
At 80 miles per hour, that's pretty good movement right there.
In the box again, their left fielder. They're trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch. 0-1.
With just a little bit out in front of that fastball on that swing.
Good wood, hits it right back up through the pitcher. Not in time. Safe in a very close play.
Well, the pitcher did everything he could right here. He got the ground ball like he wanted. But you see this runner, man, once he left the box, he is flying, and he beats this one out.
And he gets this one by him. 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, in control in the count now. 0-2. The pitch. Changeup swung on and missed. That will retire the side. No runs and a couple of hits and 2. Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. He'll start the 9th.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. Play is made. Then you get this close, 2 outs away from having a complete game shutout.
Now, Gary, it always helps to have solid defensive play backing you up when you're trying to put the finishing touches on a game like this.
Machado up at the plate, struck out swinging his last time up. It's fouled away. Here's the delivery. And it's fouled away. Shot back to first. And this one gets down. It'll head out towards the wall. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. He'll hold there at second base, credit him with a double.
Now, he has no business swinging at this 0-2 pitch. It's out of the strike zone, but he's thinking, I have to protect. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Up the middle it goes. He dives and gets it. And he's out at first. What an out. Great play made, boy, middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
And the first baseman in. Hitless so far. He'll get another shot at it now. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he's dazzled them out on the mound here in this one. He shut them down, keeping them off the board. Only 3 runners left on base, and they really haven't even challenged the defense.
Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. Here's the pitch. And he fouls another one off.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off. Great piece of hitting.
Called strike 3. That's it. Put that one in the record book, Steve. A great performance and a shutout.
Now, what a way to end it, Gary. No better way to cap off a fine pitching performance like that than to end it with a punch-out. Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
We'd like now to take a look at our player of the game. Let's make a pick.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a more dominant display on the mound than what we saw today. He was mixing his pitches well, changing speeds, but the thing you noticed, he didn't throw any pitches over the center of the plate. That's what made it so special. And when he needed it, he could get back and reach back and get that little bit extra when he needed that big out. Made it look easy out there today, Gary.
And we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
Well, an outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
Well, that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.